I believe it is time. The time might be near, or it might be right. That said, everyone who's here, welcome, hello, how are you doing, how is your day, and most importantly, tell me how you can hear me. So let us immediately hop into the quick and happy meat and potatoes, the patch notes. The patch indeed we received, but unfortunately much of it is not very substantial. Of course, there is the PvE fixes, more PvE fixes, more PvE fixes, blah blah blah. World v World gets some player without teams will be shown, the matchmaking tab, fixes perhaps. Sigbluskin asking, are you also on Twitch? No, currently I'm not on Twitch, because with Twitch's perfect discoverability algorithm, I will have consistently complete 0 viewers, so there is no point for me to even do it until I have a little bigger platform and can literally tell people on different platform to go see me on Twitch. So currently I'm just sitting here because it's much simpler and I don't have to worry about it. Coming back, more fixes, and finally we get to something that is at all related to PvP. Relic of Bloodstone, I like it because it's fun. Unfortunately it doesn't work on Warrior very much. Increase the duration of Bloodstone volatility from 8 to 10 seconds. That might be, if it's 10 seconds in PvP, it might be just enough to make like Berserker capable of using this thing at all. Then we have Elementalist changes, but we also have Elementalist changes over here, so we will be jumping back and forward for us for a few seconds. Here we have more fixes. We have fixes for Evoker. I mean, first we have the Dust Charge. I don't remember correctly what the Dust Charge is, so I will have to quickly... because I have no idea what the hell it was. Dust Charge... oh, it's Tornado Transformation skill. Then I completely understand why I had no idea what it is. Back to the meat and potato. Dust Charge gets fixed to it hits, never mind. Evoker gets fixed for fucking voice lines. This essentially is what is, in my opinion, the biggest thing in this part. Zap, if I remember correctly, is the pet skill for the Lightning Rabbit, so it no longer will hit outside of line of sight. It now requires line of sight. So this is probably very good, because not require... Elementalists, essentially, one of the biggest problems with Evoker was that if it could target you, it could damage you. So through terrain, behind corners, everything, it pretty much had hit-seeking Fury missile. You have little traits that have fixes. Those are small fixes, or like functionality fixes. Those will not be extremely impactful. But when we go down here, what we have here, we have directly, Rabbit deals less damage, and this is a massive nerf. That's from 0.3 to 0.15. This is half. Damage of this thing got halved. Harsh agility, if I remember correctly, it's the swirl dodge thingy. It gets reduced cooldown. Enhanced potency, I don't remember exactly which trait it was, but less damage. They triple hit Evoker's damage traits. And those will stack multiplicatively, so this nerf is not 15% damage nerf. This is more like 18% from those combined. Roughly estimating, of course. Let's get back to whatever we had here. Engineer, we got short bow damage nerfs in PvP only. Flame jet, if I remember correctly, that's flamethrower auto attack. Nerfs to damage in World v World only. Strange. Flame blast, increase the cooldown from 6 to also in World v World, also in World. So multiple flamethrower nerfs for World v World, multiple shotbow nerfs for PvP, all basically 2 damage. Doof says 50-80% swing on numbers just seems standard now that nobody knows what they're doing from designing more particle effects. Doof, I'm going to be a little blunt. Those are so far good changes. This is nerfed to one ability, so they found a clear overperformer. Rest is 20% across the board. So there's 20% across the board to specifically one-shot builds, because only one-shot builds will be stacking damage increases, and this is also only specifically to fresh air one-shot builds. So yes, this is a spear warrior treatment. This is brutish and barbarish when it comes to how big of a nerf this is. But this is a nerf. The 50% nerf is to one ability. So overall, it will not kill the class or the spec, but it will likely kill the problem. Or kill the problem build. This, with the line of sight increase, it might be a lot for one patch, but it's very much precise, at least. It's not like they're nerfing fresh air, they are nerfing the rabbit, so at least that's good. Let's get going. Amalgam liquid state, this skill is now usable underwater. So you can piss in the pool right now, let's go. Game changer. For Wheelbender? Fixed an issue that caused Wheelbender flames to strike more times than intended when used by multiple players. I have no idea where that was relevant. Maybe in raids it was relevant, or in strikes. Just multiple Wheelbenders using the same skill, maybe that's what was the point. Maybe it was a cheat strategy. Repose. I think that's the heal on the Wheelbender specific heal. Reduce the base healing from 2500 to 1600. Okay. Don't understand precisely why that was considered needed, but I don't think that anyone is even using repose. If that's what they think. Hold on, let me double check. So I'm not wrong. No, that's the shadow step, so I'm... Yes, because the heal is reversal of fortune. I'm stupid. So the shadow step port back will heal less. Okay, that makes a little sense. At least Wheelbenders were using it, so I see why would arenas target that. Luminary. Fixed an issue that prevented several Luminary skills for playing voice lines. Okay. Resolute Stance. Fixed an issue that caused this skill to heal downed allies. Okay, so there is nothing that would address the fact that Wheelbender still has like 10k damage from singular button. Okay. At least maybe that is can wait for like massive collective patch someone in the next year. Mesma. Ego Restoration. Fix an issue that prevented the straight from working the tail of the second scion. Okay. No problem here. Necromancer. Ritualist. Fix an issue that prevented a number of religious skills from playing voice lines. Okay. Fix an issue that caused some spirit attacks to track enemies that were in stealth. Okay. Thief and Ranger players will like that. Lingering spirits. Fix an issue that caused this state to continue to drain the player's life force while mounted. Okay, that's funny, but not very substantial. So Ritualist essentially gets unchanged in this patch. That's going to be fun. Conduit, Beguiling Haze. Increase the strike damage coefficient in PvE only. That's PvE only. Twin step, fix and injured cost shatter portion. So Conduit Revenant is also basically getting unchanged. Okay. That's going to be very fun. Okay, if Antiquary Sweet Swipe now requires line of sight. Line of sight check instead of pathing check. So that is going to be better because that will work when someone is... this will now work when someone is on the... sitting on top of like a no port spot, but will not work through walls, so it's technically better. Skill after the cast has been reduced by 40%. That I like, that's great. Every aftercast reduction is good for the game, in my opinion. Bountiful Theft fixed an issue that prevented Crit Swipe from stealing ages from opponents properly while this trait was equipped. Okay. So, we're getting to Warrior. Now it's going to be very funny. Maiming Spear, nerfed in Ward v Ward. Spear Marshal Support, nerfed in Ward v Ward. Harrier's Toss, nerfed in Ward v Ward. War Banner, that's Battle Standard, not War Banner, by the way. That's how it's supposed to be called, but even ArenaNet doesn't know how War Elite are all called. Reduce the number of targets you can revive. Reduce the number of targets you can revive from 5 to 3. So it has now the same revive power as Elementalist's Glyph, by the way, which is a standard utility skill. Now, elite skill is the same strength as standard utility skill. Great. I love it. I mean, it can still finish down opponents, but I don't understand what's even the point of this change. Why are we taking the Battle Standard Elite skill on 2 minutes cooldown and nerfing its revive power, where Poison already fucking nullifies it completely? Okay, but maybe I don't understand something. And this is what actually makes me laugh. Phalanx Strength. Reduce the might duration from 5 seconds to 3 seconds in World World only. Like, this trait is already a joke. Now also Paragon exists. So this trait is even less valuable. Because, if you think about it, from Empower Allies alone, if Warrior with maximum concentration in World v World will, if I remember correctly, upkeep 10 might permanently on himself and allies around him. Now if Paragon also activates Refrain of Action and keeps it at 3rd level, which is piece easy because that refrain on max level has, well, 1 motivation cost. That's another 9 with before concentration gets like at all in the equation. Yes. So before counting with concentration, then it's 18. So Paragon with concentration is already overcapping on might without this trait. So this trait currently completely doesn't matter for Paragon. And Paragon, if Paragon wants to actually be good as a support, it's much more incentivized to run either of the 2 remaining traits. So the only idea possibly that I could have why would this be taken is if people were running Paragon without concentration. So as some sort of a DPS in Zags. Otherwise, complete no sense. However, Chant of Freedom. This skill will now break stance for both the caster and the allies. This is a game changer. This is great. Oh, this... Jason Brody, yes, this is unironically the point where warriors are eating well again. This is probably the best change that we could have hoped for currently. This is justice be done. This is great. A jackbox has been added to Pub Kanak. Let's go. So, the profession skills we already noticed, glossed over. Elemental is getting nerfed. Mesmer now has, on the Blade Leap, which is the sword gap closer, if I remember correctly, it will now, like, have a short period of micro cooldown before you're allowed to recast it and teleport with it, so you don't teleport accidentally. Troubadour music now scales with instrument volume slider. Yes, game changer. That is absolutely needed. That is more important than addressing fucking invulnerability. Yes. Oh, being a sarcastic asshat again. It feels like home. Gale shot. Gay bow, if I remember correctly. Damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction, damage reduction. It's like small. This is like 8% damage reduction. This is less than that damage reduction. This is the same damage reduction as here, and this is the same. This, I think, is the best damage reduction here, because this is on the fucking unblockable skill. On the Gale Bow 5, which is unblockable, does a shit ton of damage and dazes for eternity. So they should either take this damage even lower or reduce the daze, from which I prefer that they reduce the daze duration. Because... or whatever. I think, if anything, that this trait, this skill, the best thing that they could do to this skill is make it automatically end stealth on beginning of cast time. Because currently the problem with this isn't that it hits like a truck, nor that it has good CC, is that it can be casted from stealth on repeat. Especially if you have, if you're doing the... if it's still possible. Is it still possible to reduce the cooldown of Gale Bow things with a quick draw? Because if yes, then this is going to be a little thing called a problem. Disability will continue to be a problem, even with this nerf. Revenant, Invoker's Rage. This trait no longer has an internal cooldown. Nobody cares. Like the... So... Evoker got zapped, and Gale Shot got shot. And that's pretty much everything that is substantial from nerfs from this patch. And Paragon's Chant of Freedom now is an actual ability. So, kind of underwhelming, as we expected more. But at least the worst of the wars has been addressed, so we can actually play the game again. So let's do that. Let's go and play the game a little. What do we have here? So this is going to be an actual button. It still has a cast time. But if it has cast time and will still... You know what? Let's go Bully Svanir for quickly. Just... or Chieftain. Just to test this skill, if it will skill actually. And of course, the... what's his name? PvP Rush. So we're going to be getting a shit ton of rewards. Shit ton of rewards. It's going to be massive, it's going to be great, it's going to be beautiful. Shit ton of rewards. Hold on, I need adrenaline. Have adrenaline? Kick me. Yes! It works! It now works, lads. We can celebrate. It now works. The skill is no longer dog shit. The skill is functioning, the skill plays the game. Oh my god, we are so back, lads. Now it's actually like kind of worth its cooldown. So, test drive time. Let's do it. Oh, hold on. Which of these stack with my 50% reward regain? It's stuck with the stacks duration. Shit. This stack on top of everything? Yes. This stack on top of everything, this stack on top of everything. This stacks on top of everything. This doesn't. Yes, we are kind of here. Heroic booster, and both experience booster and item boosters benefits. So I have both already, so there is no point. Let's go. We are ready. I should probably clean that up. Not to jump scare people with my dog shit inventory. Oh my god, it looks so bad on stream. Oh, second-hand embarrassment. Oh, I jump scared myself with my own inventory. Vendor all the garbage. Vendor this. Not ectoplasm. Ectoplasm can stay. Oh, it still looks horrifying. Spoiler alert, I'm making the legendary 1 year later. It's going to be funny. I have a plans for it. I'm going to be evil. I have wonderful, great plans for that legendary. You're not gonna believe it. What I'm going to do it with it live. Spoiler alert, there's this video on the internet called One Man, One Jar. If you need to know where I took inspiration from. So we're in queue for 2 minutes out of estimated 1 minute 30 seconds. It's going great, lads. Also, pro tip, shout out to this what's his name? This skin line. Syrian enchanted weapons. They look great. They look absolutely great. Absolutely astonishing. It's like it's comical to me with ArenaNet how they put the best skins, in my opinion. In my favorite skins are not in the cash shop. Besides the hat, they are just like some random ass item you get from chests. It was with Officer's Remnant, and now it's with Syrian Chants. It's just the best skins, for some reason. Like, this, maybe not the best, because what people like is subjective. So the people will like perhaps some skins more. But my favorite skins are always obtainable through gameplay alone. And those, like, look at this thing. This is a top tier fantasy weapon. It has fancy yet realistic, correction, plausible handguard with, well, that will actually thank you, pop-up window. I'm very grateful for your appearance. I'm going to show you once this thing is gone from my screen, because I'm actually having a micro aneurysm currently that we found the game. Okay, ready up. I'm gonna show you again. Let me just quickly destroy chat because people are going to be salty. as usual. So you have a handguard that will actually protect your hands when it comes to fencing. You have good looking handle. You have ornamental pommel, like actual ornamental pommel that you will not stab yourself in the groin if you're swinging it. The blade is not completely oversized. It's, well, fantasy big, but it's not essentially a blunt weapon. It is a great looking fantasy greatsword that is still fantasy. I mean, it's very fantasy. Like, look at the gems, look at the finish, like, and look at the blade. You have, holy shit, ornamental finish on through the entire length of the blade. This is a great looking greatsword. I'm loving it. And you have the fuck. Why is my shit gone? Thank you. And you have like the coloristically matching to my fucking hair plume. It's like, it's almost suspicious how well it matches. Please let me close. Unless it was.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Block the chat as always. And now we wait. I only need spear for the same set for now, and I will be happy for tonight. It's just.
You've taken the mine.
Hey. I still can fight this guy. No. That connects because this skill is good now. Okay. That will of course not go over anything. Leave, my revenant, leave. I need your overpoweredness.
Nice, very nice. Got the target. Low on endurance. Take that. I need healing. Seriously.
Damn. The fly swatting gameplay is, as usual, here with us. Oh, come on! Another fragging interrupt. At least something is dead. How are we up in points? What is going on here?
The keep's been lost. Almost ready.
Oh, come on! Great. Never mind. We'll be fine if not the thief. I can do more than shit, so... Okay, so... yeah, it's very fun, but... That wasn't addressed in the patch notes. I mean, yeah, but currently, at least against this build specifically, Ritualist doesn't really have kill pressure unless I fuck up, so it doesn't bother me too much. The Thief, the Daredevil on their team is actually the bigger problem for me.
Strong. You've taken the mine.
Exactly, and that is why. I have to constantly play around him because he's constantly everywhere. I cannot escape from him, and yeah, this happens. It's like, if I ever say that Daredevil is a bigger problem than Ritualist, that is why. Because Daredevils are killing me, Ritualists are not. It might be a skill issue on Ritualist's department, but my data shows that Ritualists are not killing me, but what's his name? Daredevils do. Like, again. And that is something we call... he's here again. It's like... I'm afraid this is... what's his name? This is not a game that I'm allowed to play. Because as much as I want to be... like, as much as it sounds like a cop-out when you say thief, considering that I am just constantly eating jumping after jumping, but I cannot get around the fact that the thief on the enemy team is just cooking me over and over again. And I don't really can do much about that specifically because, well, usually I have to... Like, when I'm playing against a different player... Come on. This is why I'm... Yeah. I'm loving the battle standard. How can you tell?
They took the henge.
I got the target.
Strong. Now we can fight for real. Armor up. We may not survive. Fall back. We'll get stronger. The keep's been lost.
Yeah, this entire game is just this match. This match in particular is something I would call a
Taken the mine.
matchmaking malfunction.
Someone help me. Strong. Eat my dust. To kill.
As already meant for 10 years, a Switch... It's not even a class anymore. Kind of. It feels like it. I'm going to like give this much credit that you are able to do work on Warrior. It's just genuinely like it feels like a toxic workplace environment when you're trying to do things on Warrior. What? Nope. Yep, and I'm playing without stuff, so... Poor little me. Did that reach from here? Let's go.
Spot Warriors
Okay.
return.
At least while I'm dead, I can look at chat. I've been playing Paragon with dual mace and stuff in PvP. I did 13k damage on Elementalist. Wow. Yeah, it's... the dual mace builds are currently pretty good, because maces have a lot of damage, like, on themselves, without any actual commitment necessary, so... They have this going for them.
The chieftain has
Come on.
Eat my dust.
I'm so happy that my spec works, that I'm allowed to play the game. That I'm not just spammed by random bullshit to death. Paragon DPS is not a thing, it seems. Kind of, yes. Hold on, the Zeus? Who the hell? Okay. That would explains why...
They took the henge.
You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm going to be the bigger person today. I'm not going to say anything. I'm at peace. I have nothing to say. I'm glad. It was a game. As I said previously, a matchmaking malfunction. It's like... when I'm constantly 1v3 and my team is still losing the remaining 2 nodes consistently, it's like... it's not something that was an issue with players themselves. More an issue with matchmaking, putting the players... like, taking the players that should not be fighting each other and putting them against each other. That is my honest opinion, even though I really want to tell something special about Zeus. Going back to normality. Was Warrior main for 10 years, switched to Thief, Warrior is not even a class anymore. I read this before. Yes, it feels like it. In Worlds you would play only. I see like 1 or 2 Warriors in a 50-man. Warrior is training dummy now for me. You're playing Thief. Like, as if you said previously, you're playing Thief. So, Thief, especially good Thief, possesses tools that for Warrior are very difficult to work against. For example, you have the Distill, which is a daze, and which also can be traded to be a daze, and can be traded to have boon removal. So, Warrior very rarely has a lot of different boons at the same time. So if Warrior is trying to use stability to defend himself, essentially, Thief often can just steal, take that stability away, and daze Warrior at the same time, because very consistently, because Warrior pretty much never has those buffer of boons to protect himself from getting his stability stolen. The same problem Warrior has with corrupt spam, maybe not corrupt spam, but corrupt heavy necromancers. Because like, if you're using, for example, Rampage gives you stability and swiftness all the time, like periodically. But if that stability gets corrupted by a necromancer, that means you can genuinely get stun-locked mid-rampage by a necromancer who knows what they're doing. So often is that if I'm playing against competent necromancer, I will not go alcoholic father stance, because it's more beneficial to me to not press that button than to risk getting like that button off. Essentially, what you have to do as a warrior to like get your rampage off safely onto a competent necromancer is you have to CC confirm it. You have to CC them first, then rampage, and immediately like CC them back while you're in rampage. Because otherwise you risk too heavily that you will be corrupt locked mid-rampage. Warrior probably could have been a healthier paradigm for combat design GW2 instead, and it went with what they had with Thief, except without initiative balancing actions. No, those are probably the two most opposing designs that you could have, Thief and Warrior. The blinds and pistol offhand on Thief is nasty. Even if countered, a Thief can easily leave the Warrior alone, stealthing away. Yes. This is why Thief players were so fucking mad when Warrior got Spear, because Spear Marshal was very good at tracking thieves in stealth, so they could no longer run away on 1 health, perfectly safety. Took a break from Warrior and mined Ranger and Revenant for a few years, back to Warrior this year and still prefer the playstyle. It just feels like hitting with a wet noodle in anything other than PvE. Welcome to the experience, I guess. Like, this is kind of funny strange, because Warrior is supposed to be the class with big numbers. Like, no utility but big numbers. Comically speaking, the numbers that Warrior has are not very big for the rest of the game. Even if you play Berserker, you're still somewhat out damaged by multiple specs. Yay, great. Yay, great. Like, I guess. More time to run. Okay.
Just getting started. You've taken the archway.
We can get this guy, or maybe we can get this guy. Thank you, Spear 4, Spear 3. I'm sorry. Thank you for being the actual worthwhile skill and not a joke. I have to run from this. I got distracted because to see the chat I have to have separate device set up, just so, because my device that I use to stream is
Just getting started.
oh yeah, I forgot that he has much higher burst than I do, because he's a necromancer. Do you run into script dodge player as much? No idea. I'm going to be completely honest, no idea. Hey look, we have first time player here. I mean that Aiden probably should have turned things around how Warrior plays rather than make everyone teleport and explode targets like Thief. Welcome to GW2, I guess. What do you want me to say? I think so as well, Doof. It's just ArenaNet thinks differently, and we cannot fix that. This is very like explosive games. I'm sure that I'm not presenting a... what's his name? I'm not showing such a high standard myself, but... Thank you, Spear 3. I love you. Can I please move? Can I please move? Can I please move? Thank you.
Just getting started.
Like, hello, player. Do you want infinite bullshit from everywhere? This is your infinite bullshit from everywhere. It's like... Yeah, a shift in the salt mines was a appropriate way of describing this this stream properly, I'm guessing. Because there's going to be salt. Just let's ease into it at first. Thank you, skills. I loved how you worked. Can you please go back to working? Please, 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 please. I guess not. Like, a guy at 40% health is charging at me. Like, there is no fear at all. And maybe that's why. So I'm just dead from full. It said that there is 3 people here. 4 even. Hey. So did any nerf new spec in PvP and World v World or not? They only nerfed 2. They nerfed Evoca and they nerfed Gale Shot, which is funny considering that we are getting currently blown up by Soul Beast. I love that his fucking pool has bigger hitbox than my micro days. And it's completely perfectly tailored. I mean, why does my pool on staff 4 have a gigantic triangle of friendship and magic, and the only telegraph on the what's his name on that pool which the Revenant employs is the same jump up that 90% of his skills use. Is it official how Lumeraire is the better warrior spec now? I'm going to tell you something. Luminary is indeed kind of functioning as if they wanted to make just Guardian multi-classing with warrior, except it's a piano spec, so it doesn't really play like a warrior would. Because part of like warrior experience is that you have to like use your buttons properly, because if you just spam everything, you will run out of your buttons. If you go and play Luminary, you can spam your one weapon spec, weapon set. You can spam your entire second weapon set. You can go, what's his name? You can go into Forge. You can spam all those. You can get out, and you will have your skills in the first weapon set back. so you can really just rotate those pretty haphazardly. It's because esports trademark, says Doof. You mean my short and concise rant about the CC on the pool not being telegraphed on Revenant? If so, then I don't know what you mean, because this game has no esport presence whatsoever. The only, quote, esports this game has is like 20 people, maybe 30 max, who are playing monthly tournaments just to gatekeep everyone from having fun. Of course, I'm exaggerating, but yeah, it's like the only, quote, professional gameplay in this game is like 30 people, half of which are from friends, which are no, I don't know what they are doing. Like, I have no idea why would you actually want to play this game at this sort of level, because all that is, like, the guild was top level. From what I have seen, is just abusing whatever's overpowered currently. And I don't know, I just find this kind of gameplay, in quotations gameplay, so antithetical to the very idea of having fun in a game that I just cannot comprehend it. Maybe I just don't want to torture myself, which is kind of strange considering I play warrior, but maybe it's, I don't know, some sort of, I want to torture myself in my specific way that I like, and not torture myself with every flavor of the week torture that is available currently. Strange, but it seems to be what it is. The closest the game has to esports is random toxic PvPers in the FFA trash talking each other and teabagging on stomps. Kinda. Yeah, it's like, unfortunately Guild Wars 2 came out in like in 2012, if I remember correctly. So in the early 2010s there was this like brain rot idea that every game should have some like esport push, because like League of Legends became an esport, so everyone was pushing for esports with their own league and shit, and Guild Wars 2 managed to survive their esport push, because usually the esport push is going to kill the game. Like, for example, there was a game called Battle Right, which I also used to play because it was a fun game, but it also had an esport push. The devs just pushed for esports, and they realized that the problem with esport is it costs a shit ton of money and does not give back the same amount of money that it like costs, unless you manage to completely, absolutely go League of Legends and become a worldwide phenomena, or like, so unless you can push out like the organic level esports that Dota had and League of Legends had, you will not be successful at esports. Like, newsflash, and something terrifying to think about, Overwatch League, which was massive, was just a money drain. It never returned on investment, essentially. So if smaller studios, like Stunlock Studios with Battle Right, which you may know as the guys who made V-Rising, because they made V-Rising because Battle Right died, essentially. A terrifying death. Oh no, we are doomed. So, like, Battle Right died, Guild Wars 2 has, up until today, problems. Maybe not specifically because of its esports push, but they lost a lot of time, effort, and resources that could have made the game better because they pushed for esports. So, yeah. The push for esports from a company is a trap. It essentially never works. It didn't work for Overwatch, so it will not work for anybody. The closest this game has to esports, yes. Play with Condi Warrior? No. I have Dignity currently. Maybe later. Esports for Guild Wars 2 is over? Yes. I also sympathize with Masochism. I used to play Zerk Staff Elementalists a lot. That sounds like pain. If Team Fortress 2 proves anything, if you just give the players the tools to make their own formats, you have esports without even investing all that much. I never did though. If you think that if you think of TIF2 with like the 6v6 Highlander, essentially, then kind of yes. But Guild Wars 2 has the... what's his name? I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's... Jesus Christ, where is it?
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs. An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn.
We can check. Where are you? Maybe. I'm going to be honest, I don't know who Crandall is. Like, if it's a content creator, if it's a streamer, I don't know who that is. I only know this name as someone who plays decent. So I can only confirm, lol, that. That is also someone who plays decent, so I'm kind of terrified. Have fun with that so for now. Have fun with that for now. Ah, Zeus. Okay. Ah, fuck. A thief! Okay. With Thief being here, it's a completely different situation. It's like... Look, I can handle a Luminary and I have problems with Thief. With a random Thief who is not even overpowered. Just because it's this fun of a matchup. Is he there? He's still there. Is Warrior essentially Zerk? Condi Warrior essentially Zerk? Yes. It's like... It's so hard to find a Condi Warrior that is not essentially just Berserker. Shit. Back to full health. It's just...
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
There's some kind of pulling back, but yeah. It's so funny to me that it's... I can genuinely play against Luminary. Shit. But exactly, a Thief is a fucking DEFCON 5. Immediately.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Gaining adrenaline. lost the dock.
Damn, we're going to lose this fucking fight. Oh. Tough luck, I guess. The thief is still on me. And the thief is what killed me. Jesus Christ. Can you check left if the luminary with the name broken class abuses Nanook? Like, we don't have to. Oh, I got rescued! Please don't send a thief to immediately nullify the wonderful rescue I received. Hold on, that... Dear Mr. Zeus, go fuck yourself. Target somebody else. Maybe the enemy.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. You've taken the archway. Just getting started. Refreshing. You've taken the archway. Eat my dust. Attack my target. Almost ready. Just getting started.
Ah shit. Targeting mismatch.
It's good.
Okay. Yeah, let me leave the bell. Good idea. Fifi is going to be here in seconds. Exactly. What?
Blue team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons. You've lost the dock.
The same sustain from all of you. Yes. Yes. But we had specifically died like 3 people who... Oh, fuck me. 3 people who sustained themselves well, so... I had neither the weapon swap nor the...
Be ready to give the signal.
You're so walking on eggshells, you thiefy bastard. Where are you?
What's ours is yours.
No longer 2v1, huh? Now you're not so smart.
The dock's been captured. Strong. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. Armed enough.
come on, what are those blinds? You cannot 1v1 me, you fat fuck. Why is Border Condi not viable? Because it was balanced around Condi Berserker.
The dock's been captured.
And Condi Berserker is just different beast. Why the hell does this fucking thing contest the node? Okay, now a quick question. Where's the entire team? Please, 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 please. Entire team exists. You very much. The thief? He's playing the thief. What do you expect? Greed is the name of the game.
Too strong. You've lost the dock. Now fight for real.
Big. Big point fights. Big point fights.
The bazaar is yours! Be ready to give the signal, and return fire once the cannons are loaded. Let's get started. Target identified. Arm it up.
Shite. Is the...
You've lost the dock.
I think both of their supports are here, so... Yeah, he already went there, so... I should be able to handle this. Yep, I can. Come on. That was 2000 damage burst. And Spear 3 as usual does not connect with anything. Pretty much. a wonderful fight that is completely normal and nothing about it is showing off how this game has problems. GG3 bells, kinda, yes.
You've lost the dock. Your team is victorious.
And it came to a timeout. Phew. At least there was something to be had. Fun. Top damage. How did I have top damage? I mean, this is a damaging build, don't get me wrong, this is a full-ass bruiser, so it's not that ridiculous. I thought we have Zeus on a Weaver, so I shouldn't be able to outdamage him even if he sits in 1v1s. Yes, but also, like, you saw, in the 1v1 versus Ellie, I was not able to... I didn't have enough damage to outdo their sustain. So, maybe that's just inflated number, because we were doing damage to each other without actually, like, ending the fight, or forcing the fight to be paused at any moment, so maybe that's why. So yeah, it's actually understandable. It's just surprising to see when, like, it's probably my first top damage on Paragon since it's released, so it took me completely out of nowhere, out of left field, out of surprise. Yeah, like, when you think about it, it makes sense. In the heat of the moment, it got me by a surprise. It's crazy how we got the most damage with Paragon. You know what's crazy? Is that probably a lot of this damage was Reckless Impact. This is one of the only things... Like, this is genuinely... Reckless Impact on this build is underappreciated. People will not realize, like, this, first of all, you get might. You get more might, so you have more damage. Reckless Impact deals damage every time you dodge, gives you might every time you dodge. Because it gives you might, it activates Might Makes Right, so it automatically gives you back some endurance, and it's unblockable. So you can genuinely fucking body check people who are blocking. So against, I think that was 2 Luminaries in enemy team. Jesus Christ. Oh. Let's go. It's, what's his name? It's stream sniping time. You cocksuckers. I hope you will stay in the stream so I can shit talk you. Those are friends from the guild, so yeah, it's going to be funny. Back to what I was saying. When you're fighting against people who block a lot and who have a lot of ages, Reckless Impact is very often your most consistent way of just single guaranteed hit. And with this build, we're basically printing endurance. So this is Dark Souls gameplay, and you have decent damaging hit, like auto-attack hit, on every dodge. So like every dodge is connected auto-attack, and 90%, maybe not 90%, half of what I'm doing is dodging. Ooh, ooh, I'm gonna ooh you to the floor and bleed you out.
There, target identified. The plaza is lost.
Don't get completely eviscerated by the new and not overpowered evokers, please. Again, a thief. Because why would anything else than a thief happen to me today? Go thieving somewhere else.
There, target identified.
Almost there.
Yeah, why would anything other than this happen? Yeah, I'm very glad this exists.
Strong. Eye of the Fang. Now we fight for real. Refreshing.
This is fun to deal with. This is very fun to deal with. This is perfectly normal. This is something that should exist. This is... Please murder the fuck out of it. No! Every one... Jesus Christ, and he reflects. Oh. Like, this is something that part of what I'm telling, of what I mean when I'm saying that the upper class of Guild Wars 2 has completely no fucking idea what they're talking about when they're talking about the game. Because they consider this acceptable. That you can make somebody's day completely fucking miserable because shit's this unfun to play against. But it's okay because it's balanced, because fuck for having fun, have, like, go kill yourself, that's going to be better for the game. Like, the more players quit, the better for the game. Because if it's fucking dead, it's not going to have balance patches, and if it's not going to have balance patches, they will not fucking get our cancer ass cheese strategies out of the game, so we will be able to keep fucking teleporting 30,000 units through walls and floors and through magic and one-shot each other through block and through invulnerability. Yes, let's keep the game as unfun as possible. That's going to be healthy for the game. If everyone quits the game, that's going to be perfect. That's going to be the necessary outcome. Yep, and I cannot play the game again. And he's even having a fucking pop. I'm starting to get heated. I will not. Hopefully get heated. Relax, issues. I will not have... Hopefully the thief does not follow me, so I get to have at least... I made a mistake. No, when the fucking revived thing. Low-key, the... Every revive thing should have longer cast time. Because, like... Get out, Elementalist. You don't deserve to have fun in the game. And 2 words. Release the rage, crap. Look, I want to release the rage, but like not on your headphones, okay? And not on everyone in the vicinity, like who does not deserve to suffer the wrath of my unemployed ass having. No. Thank God. I really dislike the what's his name. Firstly, the revive utility in this game, because it's just bonkers. And secondly, I really dislike fighting thieves. Like, I do not think that they are specifically overpowered, they're just very unfun to face. Do you have any thoughts on Guild Wars Reforged? It's a nice, great idea. Like, I'm happy it happens, essentially. It's like, it was already commendable that Arena kept Guild Wars 1 afloat. It's just, now it's even more afloat, because it has this tiny remaster thingy, which, like, it's not going to be, what's his name, like a substantial rework or anything. It's at most going to be like a texture patch, if you know what I mean. So it's not something that's going to be super substantial for the game, but it's going to be it's going to make it slightly better. Okay, we have no, bad. And of course, my spear thing missed, so I cannot interrupt him, even if he didn't have stability. I love it. Like, they should straight up remove revive sickness from this game. No, Guild Wars 1 was actually good, but it's like, well, I strongly doubt that they would make so much effort as to like remodel the entire game. So that's why I'm saying it's probably a texture pack.
I am ready, my arena. Come, mortals, and contend for my favor.
If they remodel it, it's still good. It's just, well, no, it.
You've secured the pier.
Ouch. ArenaNet is kind of good with their art. It's just, well, there's only so much you can do with a, at this point, 20 years old game without terrific costs.
You've lost the market.
Like, this is an actual spam of supports. Like, we have support Paragon, we have support Guardian, we have support Elementalist. Like, this is unplayable borderline. When... Z, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, this is Guild Wars 1 being updated we're talking about. Like... A lot of people have genuine opinion that Guild Wars 1 is better than Guild Wars 2. Which I do not entirely agree with as a statement, but I understand where someone would come from with that opinion. So, like, talk whatever you like. It's like, it's not going to change the like, Guild Wars 1 put ArenaNet on the map for a reason. And let's leave it at that. Yes, it's just... There is trolling as welcome to internet, and there is trolling as I want to appear 14 years old. And I fucking hate thieves. Imagine having honor, dignity or something and not playing like this shit. Like, I don't even want to shit on the player because he's playing the class optimally. It's just... when something played optimally is just... immediate fucking obliteration of someone else's fun, that's probably something that should not be in the game. Which I say with full certainty that this is going to be used to describe both Double Mace Spellbreaker and any kind of Mace Berserker. So, yes, I know, and honestly, I agree. Stop him, no, 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 no. Jesus Christ. Fucking revive utility everywhere. Everywhere, everything, infinite. Like, this is not... this cannot be taken off of the point. Like... The fun becomes lateral where one side has fun and another gets despair. Yes, it's just... And this game is probably like the best example of everything that is wrong currently with GW2 PvP. Like... The thief looks at me, immediately I don't get to have fun playing. 3 supports, this is a clusterfuck that cannot be removed from the point. Like, they will win because they have 3 supports. Like, this is not something that we can do anything about. Genuinely. Like, the only people I can... And the 1v1 is not here. So, it's like... As much as I have nothing against any individual player in this game, like... This match was pain. Not at the fault of my guildmates, because they were like playing for fun, and they know both of them, and they know that both of them would probably eat shit in 1v1 against me. No offense, but it's like they had 3 people who were playing support. One was my guildmate, 2 were probably randoms. Like, they were not they did not plan to be triple support comp. The thief did not plan for its class to be completely unfun and horrible to play against. And it's like, this is not something that is... What's his name? None of the players in the enemy team did anything wrong. They did everything that the game asked from them to achieve the goal that is called victory. They played their classes well. Unfortunately, it's just... It was just pain. All the way through. Thief caused me pain, and in teamfights, where I should be moderately safe from the thief, they had triple support. So it's like, you know, banging your dingleberries against the wall. It's like, nothing can be done here. So, no offense to any individual player, but that just matchmaking algorithm optimized for suffering, essentially. I completely agree. I wonder if giving Warrior the ability to ignore barrier would be too much. Like, I don't think the ability to ignore barrier itself would be too much. But it would have to be put on very strategically. Because like if you put it on something like Burst, then it's a 8-second cooldown ability. So that is very potentially problematic, especially with Discipline and with Spellbreaker, because Spellbreaker can reset burst cooldowns, so yikes, that's a trap. Yes, man, 2 supports, because you weren't playing Paragon. Tempest was in the support? Yes, that's what you're trying to say. Maybe... yeah, of course. Never mind. He was running damage stuff, yes. How could I not foreseen that? And is the real culprit here? Yes, the End was the real culprit here. Give our axe damage back and a 2000 range pull on axe 4 within 6. Okay, that is god tier trolling. Obviously there will be mechanics for that to work properly. Like, I'm going to have to something like... I'm going to quickly shout on something. What is it? No, yeah. If you had abilities that deal specific amount of bonus damage to barrier, it could be okay for burst. Or for a trait. But it would have to be like specific damage, like 800 barrier gets removed before your actual... what's his name? Actual attack damage applies. But if you want to do it this way, that has to be that way. So, yes. We could go a little more, what's his name, ballistic with Berserker, perhaps, if we want. Because, well, for example, if Decapitate removed a portion of a barrier, understandable. If it was a portion, like percentage. If, for example, Arc Divider just had the same thing on it as... something connects, please. If Arc Divider had the same sort of... okay. If Arc Divider had the same effect as the... Juice Greatsword on Amalgam, it could be potentially okay. But it would have to be something like Arc Divider or like Rupturing Smash. Something that is very telegraphed and very... shit. We got everything in the ass dispatch. Nobody really. Just like the only specs that got nerfed was Evoker and Gale Shot, and they both more than deserved that nerf.
Your enemy took the mine.
It's kind of funny that we can play Paragon and like play the game, but yeah, it's still not any sort of a god beyond amongst humans, so... I'm back here. Okay. With the friend of... with the help of a necromancer, we can down one guy. Let's go. Jeez, goddammit. I slept. I closed my eyes for a moment, I blinked.
You've taken the mine.
Did they cancel that?
Low on endurance.
I've got the target.
Urge to kill rising. Take it on. That feels good. Refreshing. Ready to unleash.
Why are Avengers assembling to fight a single Paragon who isn't even overpowered this patch?
I feel urge to kill rising. Your enemy took the mine. Now we can fight for real.
Avengers again.
That feels good. Almost ready. Running out of endurance. They took the henge. Just getting started. Running out of endurance. To kill rising.
This is a genuine roller coaster. Like, this is chaos. As much as I want to follow what's happening, Jesus Christ, I'm pegging so much. Like, if my entire team is here, like, then there's no point in, like, even trying to follow.
Almost there.
Your soul is mine.
Back into the fray.
Was the evoker hand-raising me? Did I saw that right? We're still in gold 3, well...
Urge to kill rising.
I think I'm imagining things. Maybe I'm hallucinating, maybe I'm intoxicated or something. At least I get to play the game. Or I don't. But hey.
You've seized the henge. I chose you.
Boss, everything misses.
Almost there. I'm fading fast. Shake it off!
Yes, I love Spear 3. It's fucking going upwards here instead of going next to the pillar, and CCing the Necromancer was my favorite. We are indeed deep in the soul mines. Very deep. So, I kind of expected it to be worse, but kinda good at least.
Up for a challenge.
I think that, you know, I think I know why the... what's his name? Why the match quality is as it is. We have the PvP rush, so there's a lot of players in PvP currently who are not, what's his name, consistently PvPing, so we have a lot of, what's his name, unseasoned veterans, let's put it this way. Which might be why match quality, like, why we have so many matches, there's just chaos. But this build is, I'm very positively surprised. I'm very positively surprised how well does it work. Especially now with this. Like, the build itself, there is no issue here. The only problem at all that we have at all is just that match quality is voodoo. Ranger. Look, a cat. Cat with a sword. You know what's just funny? You know this, like, the scene from Jurassic Park where, like, they specifically, if I remember correctly, made this all of the dinosaurs in Jurassic Park the same sex, like everything was female, so that they cannot reproduce. Yeah, and then they, what's his name? Go into the forest and notice that there are eggs that have hatched, and immediately go, oh shit, nature has found a way. So, like, as to, you know, somehow reproduce. And who wants to bet that if Guild Wars 2 ever comes out, they will just go, nature has found a way, and introduce cat girls through crossbreeding humans with char. Because the marketability of cat girls is so strong that ArenaNet will be willing to, what's his name, slightly overturn their lore to introduce such marvel of creation. I'm not allowing this. I have no power. And I must scream. Oh shit. That was fast. But, like, it's comically speaking that the only thing that what's his name? The only thing that is keeping Guild Wars 2 or, like, Guild Wars or Tyria Catgirl free is that supposedly like Cha humans, known, like, other races cannot reproduce with each other. So, and, like, ArenaNet can actually go with pretty much no, what's his name, strong contradictions to the lore, and just say that the races haven't, like, reproduced previously, not because it's impossible, just due to lack of trying. Holy shit, I got completely removed. I forgot how Sikkim Soul Beast is. It's just Evoker that needs line of sight. Uh-huh. It's probably here. No, it's Paragon. Paragon v Paragon! It's gaming time! Oh, it's this thing. Axe Mace. Let's go. Oh shit! I should have dodged first.
Your enemy has the gate.
My bad. Good fight. Good fight. I was not paying attention to the cooldowns.
The temple now. It's to kill rising.
Got the target.
Strong. Take it off.
Space him much more
That feels good.
carefully. Come on!
Breathe. To kill rising.
He got the buff! Okay. That's why it doesn't matter. I have to go. Have to go decap this thing immediately.
You control the gate. Your enemy sees the altar. Your enemy has the gate. Unleash. You've got the temple. Ready to kill rising.
He's tankier than me.
Just getting started.
Have to keep note of that.
Refreshing. You captured the
I
altar.
fucked up! Okay.
Nothing can save me. You have all weaklings.
Your enemy sees the altar. Thank you. Urge to kill rising.
I'd like to try that build as well. I want to know if it's only better in like 1v1 like, warrior to warrior, or if it's good also into other classes. Because I have
All 3 points.
suspicion, unfortunate suspicion, that it's only good into other warriors. But still, if I keep answering you, we might be losing map. The entire map, that is.
You've got the temple.
No. Damn it. What do you want from me? What else? You want a hug? You want me to kiss you? Oh, it's a jump dodger. Mao. I cannot commune with
I've got the target.
fucking... I physically cannot do anything, you mongrel! Target the warrior. This is going to certainly fix all of your problems. That's half of my health. Guess I can fix this problem. With your block, of course, because why not?
Eat my dust. You've got the temple.
Now.
Almost ready. Now we can fight for real. I feel strong. Take it off.
Wow. Nice. Out of range. Nice, what else?
Let's unleash.
Hmm. Been quite long if I before I thought I need what's his name? Anti-ranger anything, honestly.
Your enemy has the gate.
Wrong weapon. You King Mongrel again.
Low on endurance.
Right.
Your enemy sees the altar. Take it off. I need to unleash.
Right.
Almost there. I need healing. Seriously.
You This is much more chaotic, like, when it comes to everything, honestly, than your usual PvP. Not saying it's better or worse, it's just interesting. I think, like, we have both, like, the bad players from PvE coming, but also a lot of players that are good that were not playing previously coming. We have much more strange builds, or like risky quote-unquote fun, in quotations, builds that would normally be punished out of the game severely. That pop up. Which... What's his name? Where is it? This does not help washed allegations. But hey, good hygiene. Remember, your weekly hygiene check is over here. We're eventually going to have to try and reproduce that Paragon build, which the guy was trying, because I have small but strong feeling. That's a ranger. Let's be mindful. Let's learn our lesson. This would also be better against thief, because it would give me resistance against blinds. Yeah. Let's be a little less washed at the game and actually try to improve while we are at it. I'm very good at words. Yeah. I think out of Warriors are currently playing, what's his name? Axe Mace, because Axe was improved recently, and Mace was improved recently. So... But why doesn't Paragon? I understand why people were playing that on Spellbreaker, but why was running that on Paragon? And also he was running that without Relic of Soundless. He's just going full Boulder Walls Paragon damage with that? With these two? Maybe. Yeah, Axe Mace, it's kind of nice. It's like, despite me losing to the guy, it was kind of decent when it comes to experience. It was kind of fun. Not like the playing against Thief. I'm also very curious about the Sikkim Soul Beast. Like, that's probably the first Sikkim Soul Beast that I recall, that I remember, like, for like last 2 seasons, perhaps. Back to Rangers. Oh no! Oh no! What happened here? Oh, I love being microscopic pixels away from the guy and just dying because of it, because he's faster by a... I have Relic of Wayfinder. No, I have Mistban. Okay. Maybe that's why. It's like pixels away from the man, just pixels of distance and he would be dead. Yeah. Oh, this is the PvP today again, I guess. Stomp on the stomp. Oh, man. Boss, everyone and their mother is porting on top of me. Another thief. Another day without fun. Yeah, it's just... the matchmaking is not helping anything, unfortunately. What's your opinions on the new balance patch? What balance patch? We got like a quarter of a balance patch, I'm sorry. If that was a balance patch, then I'm a good player. I'm sorry. There is like half of it missing.
You've seized the henge.
I'm doing how, like, okay. Oh,
Your enemy took the mine.
I'm just, like, I don't know, I've reached the point where I see a Daredevil and I think to myself, I just don't want to be here anymore. It's like... Like... You would laugh out loud, Slayer, if you was here seconds ago, because we genuinely have had a... Can I play the game, please? Had just an honest to God, just Sikkim Soul Beast completely annihilating me. So you would feel extremely vindicated. Why are there 3 people here? I'm garbage at this game. I don't need to be fought by 2 people, let alone 3. I go on Power Paragon, prefer support and for damage core warriors based. Well, if you're playing core warriors, you will still have the same experience against thieves. Because what's the difference? Like currently, Paragon, the difference about him is that he has 1 more stun break by default, currently. So, nice. Please suffer and die. Thank you.
Adrenaline rising. Almost ready. The end is near. Low on endurance.
That's also fun, by the way.
Just getting started.
Later changes to Luminary and Conduit. Yes.
Taking the mine.
Why would they change Conduit? Like, there's completely nothing bad against it. Why would they change Luminary? It's Guardian. There's completely nothing wrong about anything that Guardians do.
Adrenaline rising. The keep's been lost.
I keep forgetting that I have this... Jesus fucking Christ! I hope that you're having fun.
They took the henge.
Because you having the fun is the only positive of this entire experience currently.
Refreshing.
It's such a wonder to have complete ruin the fun for no reason as a class mechanic. Yeah, the thieves today are just absolutely, I don't know, it's like fucking... How is Paragon's DPS? Not wrong. Paragon's DPS is enough. Like, it's nothing incredible, but it's enough that you can duel people and kill them sufficiently well. Like, the DPS is not a massive problem. The bigger problems that you have is the usual warrior problems. That essentially you have a tiny miracle to properly land your damage. And this build, the one difficulty we have is that we're playing without aggressive onslaught. So, like, pretty much everything that works, that warrior depends on, is in aggressive onslaught. The double mace uses aggressive onslaught, pretty much. What's his name? The axe mace spellbreaker uses aggressive onslaught. Even like the classic spear staff spellbreaker uses aggressive onslaught. Because like currently warrior without aggressive onslaught and warrior with aggressive onslaught are two different classes. And that's the biggest problem currently that Paragon has. That warrior in general has. Is that if you're not playing with aggressive onslaught, you're basically not playing warrior. That's how big of a difference aggressive onslaught does. Because, like, let me show you an example. It's like, Spear is the best exemplary part of it. Because let's say you were playing Spear. Let's claim this golem for a second. And we're looking to have a combo on this golem. So we do this, 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 and this. If you... No Martial Pirate Queen will not fix the problem. If you looked at this combo, there were two openings within that combo where CC just was not applied. And it was quite, let me put it this way, lengthy combo. Now, if you just equip aggressive onslaught and you do the same combo, it comes out just faster. It just comes out faster. And it doesn't have gaps in the middle that would make like your opponent just able to get out of your combo by spamming dodge. So, aggressive onslaught, first of all, makes your bestia more bursty because you apply it in shorter time frame. And secondly, it removes the gaps that would naturally occur in your damage combos, where the opponent is not CC'd and can get out of your combo by spamming dodge. Defense build captain? Yes. If you notice, this makes you cleanse on casting burst. Hello, Crafty. All of those can't count as bursts, so you will cleanse conditions, which is specifically remove condition when you hit with a burst, then remove additional condition for every adrenaline spent. Chants for some reason are counted as automatically hitting, so you remove 2 conditions with every cast of your chant. Because we're running this, also Chant of Recuperation on cast removes 4 conditions. 4 conditions. It's the same as Shake It Off. It's 4 conditions. And I think that is also AoE. Yes, the 2 conditions from this are AoE. 4 are only for us. I guess you can start Pirate Queen now too. The problem with Pirate Queen is... Let me put it this way. Relic of Pirate Queen. Quickness. 1.5 seconds. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. And it has the ICD. Does this have... This has 1/4 second ICD, by the way. And Pirate Queen has 1 second ICD. So if you combo 2 things, if you combo as fast as you can 2 CCs, you're only getting 1 from them. So that's not entirely the best. That is kind of a problem. Let's see the full combo, if it's going to, like, actually do anything. I think we got this, the quickness twice. Yeah, it may somewhat work. It might be a cop-out, but it might work. Let's try it for a game. Captain, have you heard about Where Winds Meet? I had. It's some sort of wuxia game that has if I recalled correctly, Warframe-ish playstyle, as if you have lobbies where people can meet, but it's mostly solo experience, unless I was lied to. So if I was lied to and it's a full proper MMO, then feel free to correct me. But from what I understood, it is a experience where the actual cooperative multiplayer part of experience is just like you go into an instance with 4 people and it's max 4 people. You can choose to have solo experience, yes, but or an MMORPG experience. I have a question. That MMORPG is an actual MMORPG, or is it like you go into an instance with 4 people? Because that's a big difference. Because a lot of games, kind of Guild Wars 1 falls into that category, unfortunately. A lot of games where like you are not actually what's his name? You see players in open world. Okay, that's kind of better. Because the what's his name? The definition of what's an MMO gets often very blurred, especially when you're talking about what a company says that they made. Because I had what's his name? I had for example, I had a conversation with someone who was trying to explain to me that Souls-likes are actually MMOs, because you see the ghosts of players in your playthrough and can be invited. And I had like I got a headache from face palming so hard. I had the same about like Monster Hunter, where like hunts are only 4 people, and just because like Wilds is open world and you can have people join your hunts and
Hold on to your points.
need open world, it does not mean that the game is an MMO. In MMO you need other players who learn medicine skill to heal with a minigame. Oh, that's stupid. It's only for revives, yeah? Or did they misunderstood? Because if it's only for revives, then it's okay.
The keep is yours.
Damn ass.
Gaining adrenaline. Almost ready. Complete. Ready to unleash. Urge to kill rising. Refreshing. Svanier's return. Strong.
Oh shit.
Now we can fight for real.
Not exaggerating, I feel the difference that the Pirate Queen makes. He backed off? I think he's doing the creature. Yes, he's doing the creature.
Seize the henge. Gaining adrenaline.
Creature stolen. Now I'm the thief.
Been lost.
Suffer. Oosh. Oh, no, shade. Oh, come on. Okay, someone tell me, how do I surgically remove the enemy team magnet that they have implanted in my chest? I'm going to try dagger, shield, and staff for Paragon to see how well it goes. It should go decent. I cannot guarantee that you will have enough damage with dagger, shield, staff, because staff is kind of low on damage, and shield is of course low on damage. So with dagger alone, you may not have enough damage, but try axe shield before you give up on the idea, because axe is more damage than dagger, so it might be just enough. It might be in like the pixel percentage that you genuinely need. Okay, Pirate Queen is doing difference. Like, okay, it might not be what's his name? English language. I summoned the. It might not be aggressive onslaught level of good, but it's definitely making a noticeable difference. Thank you, Marshall. You were very somehow helpful. I tried axe, sword, staff. Axe, sword. Yes, it might be better than axe, shield, but if someone wants to play with shield, then for obvious reasons, sword offhand will not be the shield. Captain Aneurysm. Yes. You know, half of my brand is being illiterate in both text and speech. So the other half is being bad at the game. So by combining the two, you get me, essentially. Don't worry about saying my name. That sounds like a trap. Pephastopolis? Okay, that no longer sounds like a trap. It sounds like a place where trap could be implanted, but... yeah, that is a massive difference, okay.
I'll break you down. The chieftain has returned. You've taken the mine. The keep's been lost. Svanir's returned.
No!
Strong. I'm in bad shape here.
I have to kite for a moment. That hit me from there!
I don't have enough energy. Now we can fight for real. They took the henge. I feel so vulnerable.
No! No! ArenaNet! Why are those shits in the game? Shit, and by shits I mean random CCs that can be ported over the entire distance of Narnia back and forward. And this, why is this in the game? Why did he port back?
Your enemy took the mine. The keep is yours. Just getting started.
Your build feels like worse.
Taken the
Okay.
mine.
Your build feels like worse version of Spellbreaker staff build. Yes, but also no. Because what Spellbreaker staff cannot do is it cannot refill its endurance out of us. So, no, it's it works by essentially different methods. It's similar on the surface, yes, I will agree. It has a proper different function to it, essentially. Paragon has no active defenses like full counter or Berserk mode. Might really just slot a healing signet my endure.
Bring that one down. Almost ready. Just getting started. I feel strong. Help me, please.
Will work or we do. What the fuck?
Obfuscate, disorient, confusion.
Was it 16 torments and 8 burns, or did I mislook? Misperceive? Okay, how is seeing something wrong called in English?
They took the hand.
'Cause misperceive is strange. It sounds very strange. It sounds like something that I translated literally from Polish, because that's what I did essentially, so... But 30, it wasn't 30, it was like 16 from what I have seen. So, but yeah, I might really just slot a healing signet to my enduring refrain build and just leave recuperation pulsing. Still gonna get one shot. It's not what you want to do. Like, Marshall, I think that you're missing the point of this build. The point of this build is not to just heal with recuperation. The point of this build is to print endurance. Now we just defend this and we win the game. I mean, Paragon has no active defense like full counter or Zerg. That's why you spam dodges. So it sucks damage and can deny it. So you spam dodges. Maybe if they gave F3 a nice little free attack block, that would be too much. Like, use spam dodges. 1k crits, yes. Mistook would be the closest, I guess. Mistook? Pendura, what are you on about? Elaborate. Does it make big difference on the conduit CCs or into Condi Spike? Malik's jump is so goddamn bastard. Yes, it's kind of stupid. Some random para-schooning thoughts I got by Blaze Protect, like dodge spam. Let me just show you what's happening here. We have bursts, which, as I said, are bursting by default. Like, they hit by default. So you get building momentum activated by default on every chant cast or on every burst hit. Also, we get Might Makes Right, which means we get from our bursts, like, on every chant of action, 3 on initial cast and up to 3 on every refrain pulse. So between this, and this, we're generating a whole lot of endurance. Like, first we need some adrenaline, but like, we can, and also rolling into somebody is, boom, we have new dodge. Boom, we have new dodge. This is also dodge. But boom, we have another dodge. Boom, we have another dodge. Boom, we have another dodge. And boom. And boom. And boom. And another dodge. Like, do you get the idea? This is the possibly the most dodges per second that you can have on Warrior. And like the longer you keep fighting, the more you generate of endurance and of and you sustain, you heal an entire time, because this is giving you back your adrenaline and is healing you. So we have this and we have this. For continuous healing, we dodge a lot, we print endurance so we can dodge even more, we print might, so we're still doing a lot of damage, but our might printing is part of how we print endurance. Yes, this is essentially Dark Souls build. You might already guess the question I'm about to ask. Pendura, you magical cocksucker. Your previous only texts was, I quote, you might already guess the question I'm about to ask. Like, brother, in whatever crunch you're a part of. You're not very making a name for yourself here. What amulet? Berserker amulet. This is very damagey. Rune of the Eagle, Berserker amulet. So with Rune of the Eagle, and if we start getting any sort of what's his name, Fury, we have 80% crit chance. I'm gonna clip this. Oh, clip to your heart's content, you crusty Toblerone. Like. Do I sound afraid? Never mind, we are too far. Like, you are asking me to buy you a skirt in game. What the hell do you want? Define too far. It's like, you're afraid to get banned, don't put your cock in the fireplace. Like, be right back. Making Reddit post, it's over for you. Oh no, he's going to Reddit. What are they going to do? Send the women after me? Oh wait, they don't have women. It's Reddit. He wants to know... He wants to know my wallet from the inside. That's what we established as a forbidden lore. Which is not very much forbidden, because it's a running joke. You were asking if misperceive is the right term, so I suggested mistook for an alternative. Yes, but you cannot... Or you... Mistake is something you were trying to do that you did wrong. If you're trying to see something and see it wrong, it's a... At least I think is something different. It might be strange, or sounding strange, but every time I look at the shades, the shade or the, you know, Necromancer's Shadow Fiend, I always have like this strange feeling that they taste like Coca-Cola. Maybe I have, what's his name, strange experiences with Coca-Cola, speaking of which. Let's go. But still, it's strange thing to think about in-game enemy. Also, like, if you think about it, if amalgam is what's his name, a output of symbiotic relationship between a human being or non-human being or like sentient being and an ooze, and it can go into liquid state. So technicality, because if something can be liquid but it remains solid, it's usually due to what's his name, conscious effort to remain solid, or not conscious effort. Like, if something can be liquid, it requires energy input to keep it solid, essentially. Sometimes passive energy for things that are solid in certain temperature state, or sometimes it takes pressure. But we know that also amalgam can compact itself because of solid state. So, by this line of thinking, if amalgam goes unconscious or dies, they should dissolve into liquid. Because whatever energy they were outputting to keep themselves in the non-liquid state would dissipate immediately. Maybe not immediately, but soon after they are done being alive. Wrong. This. Thousand Blades still stationary? Yes, I will come back to the game when they remove that. Unfortunately, still stationary. Very much pain. But hey, if they fix that, you will very quickly be informed about it. Is our ward or is enemy ward? Yeah, I'm a big fan of how you cannot tell if the ward is placed by an ally or an enemy. No. Okay, why is entire Avengers chasing specifically me? God damn it. Get alive. Just kidding. We're all in PvP lobby here. None of us has a life. Not even a sliver of it. It's just fun to be leading a Zerg. Come on, get out. Get out. Go get nerfed again. They want the rent money? Brother, I'm broke. I do not own any property they could be renting out. Oh wait, they... You say they are trying to get me to pay them the rent that I'm supposedly owe for living under a rock. A strong doubt that's... It's like... bullshit. Like, the team is falling apart, someone's already AFK. Welcome to wonders of the PvP rush. It's wonderful. There's... Matchmaking is certainly doing its job currently. was joking as to why they were following so hard. Yes, I understood. It's just... in context of who I am, the joke was... it made a lot of sense. It's just... in a different context. We can figure something out. No. It's lost.
You've lost the field.
Yes, we've lost the field. As the...
Strong.
Can I please have... like...
Get started.
the game would be so fun if the 1v1s were indeed 1v1s and not hello, surprise luminary or surprise whatever shit plus one spec is. Can camera not fucking turn around without orders? Thank you, it will be very fun.
Get started. Almost ready. Armored up. Help me, please. You've lost the field. Consuming fire. Shield rising. Adrenaline rising.
Like... it's so easy to kite Guardian, they say. It's so easy to kite Elementalist, they say. It's like, wow, yes, it's so easy. It's fucking... cakewalk.
The Colosseum
There is no problem, no mobility creep whatsoever.
You've lost Dragon. Red team has obtained an artifact. You've lost the field. The artifacts have reached maximum power. Almost ready. Adrenaline rising.
Yeah, maybe I'm complaining too much. You're right, Marshall, it's so easy when you're not playing border. The shift in the soul mines. Alt mines, yes. Today. It's going to be wonderful. At least get... oh, I have it. I'm gonna have a better spear skin, at least. To look better when I get destroyed by the... usual. But at least you got a DC in your team, no points lost. Yes, but kind of... I don't really care about the points, I care about having fun, and the problem is that I'm not having much chance to have fun, because... well, the usual. Matchmaking is failing us, so we have stomp fights. So... where is the spear? You usually get them from top to bottom, but this time I just want to have the skin. Like with this, I don't care about those skins, so I take them from top to bottom. Where is you? Nice. They really cooked with the sear line of skins. It's very nice. You want to have fun, why is the Guild Wars 2 stream? Why is the Guild Wars 2 stream? I don't know. Maybe because everyone who knows me wants to see Guild Wars 2. And I'm... yeah... I have unhealthy relationship with this game. I like the game very much, it's just... the game doesn't really like to put you in a situation when you get to play the game. I hope nobody's having a... what's his name? Seasickness because of this. Seasickness or motion sickness. Motion sickness, yes. You made the mistake of becoming a YouTuber for real. I'm going to be completely honest with you, Marshall. I prefer the term failure. It is less derogatory. But in general, yes. I really like the process of making content, and generally like the Guild Wars 2. It's just in the at its worst, the PvP in this game is, and what you all in this game is testing the patience. Just the difference between the best and the worst is noticeable. Very noticeable. Time to go PvE focused, open world only. God, no. Let me give you a comparison. Like, imagine if you had a tasty food and a kind of mediocre or bad food, and you were a food critic, and you for some reason decided to just eat only cabbage for the rest of your days to avoid bad food and good food at the same time. That's, to me, how, like, going full PvE would end up. Like, the only way I could possibly have fun in PvE is becoming some, like, Teemu version of Lord Hyzen and try to just see everything on like Tyria that can be soloed by a, I don't know, some kind of warrior build. But nobody actually wants Teemu Hyzen because we have an actual Hyzen, so we don't need Hyzen at home. Underrated Guild Wars YouTube channels. Honestly, your reactions and despair playing non-meta warrior builds are pure content. Yeah, maybe. Like, if you like it, then I'm glad that you like it. It makes the continuous suffering of my existence positive, at least for one of us. Yes, like, but But the problem I see with Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 2 community, Guild Wars 2 content is that very rarely there is genuine discussion that is forthright, that is nuanced, and that is with at least one side trying to understand what's genuinely going on. Because when you have the upper echelon of players that are playing in the 5-stack monthly tournaments, that are gatekeeping everyone from top 8 essentially, like those people don't give a fuck. They just like play the game the way that it is, the flavor of the month broken bullshit, and they consider it okay. Like, because I don't know, somehow being somehow for them the state of the game that it is in is fine, is okay, despite like 30% to 50% of mechanics in Guild Wars 2 being so unhealthy for the game that they would be hotfix cut out of every self-respecting PvP game in history, because they are just that bad of an ideas. Then you have content creators who are PvE content creators, mostly, who some, like for example Maclack, have self-consciousness and self-respect and understanding to not be trying to inject their opinion into PvP balancing discussion, because they know that they basically ignore PvP on purpose. Which, like, yes, Maclack plays PvP in this game, but it's also his own words that he doesn't know nearly enough about PvP to have genuine opinion about what's his name, about PvP's general state of balance, which, like, he is correct at that. Look at the man. He is he has happy life, he has a wife and a child. He has nowhere near the levels of self-hatred that are necessary to understand PvP. But then also you have different content creators who also are, what's his name, pretty much PvE exclusive content creators, and are completely ignorant of everything essentially that happens in the deeper machinations of PvP world, but don't bother with like even understanding that they might not understand something, so they are just end up being an actual detriment to the game as a whole. And no pointing fingers in this regard, but yes, you pretty much probably have an idea of couple names I'm talking about. So, and of course you have some new coming streamers, so no shade to them, it's just there is this, I think there is like the Dunning-Kruger effect sometimes just at play of people don't always know what they're talking about, but they feel like they should be still speaking about it. Oh shit, I fucked up. I need to fully disengage. Thank you. That was a big heal. CBT enjoyed streaming his PvP match wearing a GIMP mask. Is that some sort of a streamer that actually does this, or are you giving me backhand compliments?
You lost the water
Because it might be both. Okay, I have to kind of disappear from here.
Almost there.
Nice block.
Captured the quarry. You lost the graveyard.
Honestly, I think the bouncing team might be underpaid, or like. I think that they just look. What balancing team might be, unfortunately, is they might be intelligent. Why do I say that? Because PvP in this game has flaws so fundamental that assuming it's unfixable and just going next is a what's his name?
All is yours.
Reasonable position. And I may not like that, you may not like that, but a reasonable position of leaving the PvP to faster and rot is still a reasonable position. It's a position that we will, as PvP enjoyers, be very dissatisfied by, but, like, let's be honest. We have problems going as deep as to, like, Thief and Mesmer would both require at least a class mechanic rework. For Thief specifically, it will be class mechanic. For Mesmer, technically also class mechanic, because the problems they face with clones and with over dependence on invulnerability are a result of their class mechanic being. Did you saw this? Did you saw this Spear 3 go over the breach? Please tell me someone else saw this. Please tell me I'm not imagining things.
You've taken the graveyard. Just getting started.
I've got the target.
Okay. I'm continuously trying to, like, time my things with when the Revenant shield thingy ends, and I'm always wrong. It's like it mind controls me to think that it ends at a different timing than it actually ends. Push kind of shows their attitude. It's to say they did PvP content, stabbed the dumpster, forgot the stronghold, they possibly view PvP as burden they'd rather not have. Like, I would be happy to disagree, but I don't think I really can disagree. Just like, Push is very misunderstood, in at least in the terms of there's two people here. I don't like that. Went over the thing.
You captured the quarry.
Like, how do people consider this thing normal? It's a leap
Your base
with a push. I mean, with a pull on it. With AoE pull on a leap. AoE pull on a leap. That is not telegraphed on the ground at all. This, like... You added the... what's his name? Visual telegraph to warrior staff pool. You added the visual telegraph to necromancer greatsword pool. Please be fucking normal, consistent, and add visual telegraphs to all pools in the game, because that's good for the game. That's what you should do. It's okay because it's Revenant, and Revenant is overpowered because oh no never says it's over. Like, comically speaking, Revenant is probably in like top 3 most complained about classes in this game. When it comes to like its overpowered, its perception of power. Please die quickly. Please die, please die. No. 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 Fucking dog. Yeah, again.
You lost the graveyard. Almost there.
Mm-hmm.
Now we fight for real. You've lost the quarry. Almost there. You've taken the graveyard. Seriously. Now we fight for real. Almost ready. Just getting started.
Hey.
Adrenaline rising.
It would be so awesome. It would be so cool.
You've taken the graveyard.
Again.
Fight for real.
Who the hell needs a telegraph? Captain Lockton, he doesn't speak. No, it's just, yeah, kind of. How often do you have this godforsaken pool?
Your team
Is this that spammable? Yeah, I just committed crimes against PETA for no reason, yes. But hey, that's one final fight was actually enjoyable. It was actually fun. I did kind of hard to look in, but it was very fun. Very fun, as in, yeah, it was very fun. I stand by that opinion. I think one more game, and we will be, what's its name? We will be calling it for tonight. Or low CDIIRC. Yeah, kind of. The what's his name? Problems with Revenant is you have the class mechanics like thieves, like revenants, which are basically there to subside cooldowns. Like thief has initiative, he completely doesn't have weapon skill cooldowns. Revenant doesn't have short cooldowns and has energy. The problem is that if you give them a skill that when spammed becomes obnoxious, like that pool, it becomes obnoxious. Yeah. If they didn't want you to hit the dog, they wouldn't be able to be target. Yes, like with these things. The rabbit horse shit. What we're fighting against. It seems to be like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm having more fun fighting luminaries currently than half of the other specs. Like, even if luminary is still strong, it's like, it is strong, it's just not strong in comparison to rest of the game. Like, when I'm fighting a singular luminary, or like here there was luminary and gale shot, and they like weren't comically magically killing me through walls like half of this game currently is. Like, they weren't CCing me through stability and eating everything I have while destroying me while completely invulnerable. Like, it was fun. Like, this game is genuinely actually amazing when it works. And I'm not saying that just because I won once, because, you know, if you were on previous streams, like, I can have fun when I'm getting shitted on. It's just I want to get shitted on in an honest 1v1 or 2v1 where I was given a chance to play a game. Amalgam and Conduit just passively restore the HP while fighting over 3 seconds. Good. No. Necromancer, no. I'm faster than you. Go mid! Please don't. Like, dude.
You lost the graveyard. The waterfall is yours.
I'm sometimes genuinely wonder what's going. Are you shitting me? This is Necromancer again. Just, of course we want to lose. Of course we want to be... Okay.
You lost the graveyard. I need help. Obfuscate, disorient, confusion.
They should just make Adrenaline Burst target full automatically on its own in all game modes. 5 adrenaline per second or keep adrenaline as it is, but remove the burst skill cooldowns on warrior. Neither of this is good idea. Like, neither of this is a good idea. I'm going to be completely honest. If you remove cooldowns of on burst skills, then you would have to remove majority of traits that warrior has. Like, because if you have option to use both if you have option to use I was dead, sorry. If you have option to use Merciless Hammer and the Opportunist, then with, for example, Hammer, you have infinite damage, infinite stun combo on everyone and anyone, 100% of the time. It's same with Mace, same with like any weapon that has like any sort of stun option. Any CC burst becomes permanent CC on any target. So yeah, that would be fun. The that's also fun and engaging. It's very fun and engaging. So if you want to remove cooldowns off of bursts, then we genuinely would have to, like, this trait, gone. This trait, gone. Anything. Like, this trait, gone. Anything that gives adrenaline. This trait, gone. This trait, gone. Everything that generates adrenaline would become instantly broken. Like, broken, overpowered, if we removed cooldowns on burst skills. Because remember, those are also burst skills. Full counter is also a burst skill. Going berserk used to be a burst skill. Yes, and like every skill that generates adrenaline would also be instantly broken. I love teleports, they're so fun to deal with, they're very engaging. And if you just make adrenaline generate on its own, then what's the point of having adrenaline generate on its own if you're... Oh, fuck off, go fight somebody else. Of course, yay. Yay. It's so fun. Now it's a 1v1 at least. No, it's not 1v1 at least. We have... Oh, it is 1v1 at least. Because this asshat is not playing the game. Good. Come back here. Come back down. To be perfectly honest, this was a bad idea compared to Guild Wars 1. Traits were a bad idea. Attribute system anyway, kind of moot point to discuss, but still, it'd be easier to fix a design thing, everything is just a skill. Like this is a skill tree, brother. This is just, those are just skill trees. Like, if we go back to Guild Wars 1 system, like, then essentially, imagine playing just this. Just this. Every build would look the same. Like, maybe, yeah, we could potentially make, what's his name? Make make it work because Guild Wars 1 worked. But if we remove traits by in any way, shape, or form of how it works, if we remove traits, we remove a lot of variables from just like we're taking the essentially baby out with bathwater. If we decide the traits are bad and we want traits gone, because as I said previously, this is a take on skill trees, and Guild Wars could function with normal skill trees. A lot of games work with normal skill trees. It is just a system. There are upsides to it, there are downsides to it, like with every system. And with Guild Wars 1 system, there are also downsides. Removing traits reduces variety, makes stuff less fun, and benefits nothing. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Just because Guild Wars 1 worked without any other system than just putting stats into stat categories, and those stat categories making your specific ability type stronger. Like, it was in this game, which you need to understand, not to make the game... The stat allocation system was specifically there to limit players' options. Because players could allocate stats only in specific stat options, and they had only specific amount of points, they could not make one kind of a build that would be best for everything. Because there were strong abilities, for example, that used hammer. Or there were strong abilities that use axe, but you cannot use axe abilities and hammer abilities together. Or better idea. Because in Warrior you have to wield specific weapons, so you cannot use them anyway together. So, but if you have, for example, Elementalist, and you have the Rain of Fire, if you put all of your stats into water and air, for example, or water and earth, your Rain of Fire will deal shitty damage. So you cannot have powerful fire damage, powerful utility from earth and water at the same time. So you cannot make Ultimate Thanos Turbo God powerful infinite super duper strong elementalist build. So you have to do something varied. And the stat allocation system in Guild Wars 1 forced variety because players could not access every single ability at full strength from the get-go. Trade system in Guild Wars 2 works like it is, and is better for Guild Wars 2 because players, first of all, have weapons as skill sets, not as individual skills, and because players in Guild Wars 2 don't, first of all, can't multiclass, and second of all, every ability that you get is at its, quote, full power from the get-go. Rest of the power is you get from specific traits. So this, you are at full power with all your abilities and all your traits. So yes, every ability you get is at full power from the get-go, essentially. Guild Wars 2 didn't have great balance either, I know, so I don't get the point at all. Yes, just a lot of people, Starlight, a lot of people just have nostalgia for Guild Wars 1, for, quote, better times, and they just don't realize that the better times existed because human mind is specifically wired to remember fond times more than they remember distress. because that is natural safety net against depression, which sometimes doesn't work as it should, so people still fall into depression, but human mind is just worried to protect itself from sadness, essentially. So yeah, that's kind of that. Also, boons being this widespread also work against this variety, to be honest. Also, all effects punishing you for attacking, even if it's calculated and not mindless spam. Full counter is good because it doesn't let you do stuff while you deny the enemy the ability to attack while casting. I digress. Yes, it's like there's a lot of bullshit. Bones are parts of it, but auras are even bigger part of it. And if you have auras and boons at the same time, especially the magnetic aura and what's his name? Shocking aura are the especially big cool print in this regard. Nice evade, very... Oh, what was that? Actually. Shock aura, yes. Shocking. I know. How did it miss?
Clock tower captured.
Got the target.
Ready to unleash. Refreshing. Almost there.
No, go somewhere else. Is he back here? No, he's fully disengaged. Look at all those conduits. The
Enemy captured the window.
it's conduit city kind of, but this much is at least sort of three of them. Hey, Roller is still surviving somehow. No.
Refreshing.
Okay, Brawl got eaten. That is... I thought it's a warrior.
Enemy captured the man.
Fashion in this game is something special.
Ready to unleash. Windmill captured. Refreshing.
Oh, can I please... It must not exist. Ladies and gentlemen, Shieldmaster exists. Okay, if someone can clip that with the Shieldmaster incident, please do, because that was actually funny. I dislike how it had the idea of giving specs intangible pets. At least Kala spirits could be dodged. Nothing beats having your own clones. 'Probably, reflex. Yes, it's actually funny. I I think that what's his name? Untouchable pets? Question mark? Was given to Specs because Ain't were expecting that. You remember when necromancers in World v World went like full pet and had like, you know, it tried tanking by filling the target cap with bodies. I believe that's what the devs were trying to avoid by giving making pets untouchable. Because if pets are untouchable, they are not tanking damage essentially.
Enemy captured the windmill.
Nothing better than
Just getting started. Windmill captured. That's good. Almost ready. Adrenaline rising. Just getting started.
a fitting end to this night. Now we're having fun. It's like we had actual spy gaming, the thief who looks so much like a warrior that he thought it's a spellbreaker, and now we had the reverse clone jutsu, or however it's called. Excuse me? Lifeguard. Guard for life. And this is kind of a stomp, so... Okay, we are starting to... have a good end to this night, a positive note. Let's go. I'm content. Let's... More! Chicken! Look at all those chickens. Take bro down. Bro died with honor. Yeah, it's...
Your team is
It was a little tiring at first, a little straining of the patience, but in the end, gold, fucking down to gold again. Let's go. The actual place where I belong. No, I belong in silver. We will be wrapping it down slowly. So let us proceed to the end. Everyone who joined us here, thank you. Thank you for your attendance. I'm very good at piloting Skyscape, by the way. I'm incredibly good. Thank you everyone for attending. As always, as usual, a big sign of gratitude to all the generous supporters, continuously considering my dubious quality content and my worthless streams worth of their money. thank you again for being here. Thank you for everything you've done so far for me, for keeping me sane. And have a good one. Have a good night. Or good whatever time of the day that it is for everyone out there. Good afternoon. Good luck. Have fun with your gameplay, with your day, night, evening. Whatever you're going to do. I'm terrible at outros. I'm incredibly horse